Good day, viewers, and welcome back to Namibia's first speed dating show. My name is Desiree Gassis, and I will be the host that will be taking you through this exciting season, right? So if you watched the previous episode, you would have seen that Kevo was on a date with MVK. A very flirtatious date, I must say, right? But if you want to know more about what's going to be happening on this episode, let's just stay tuned for Kevo Maro's intro video.
Hi there, my name is Kevin Kimaro, but if you follow the entertainment scene in Namibia, you most probably know me by Kevo Maro. I'm going to start by telling you a little bit about Kevin first. Let's just say I like to separate the two. I'm a 22-year-old architecture student, raised in a Vambo home, but of half Tanzanian blood. I grew up in the north, later on moved to Swakopmund for high school, and now I'm based in Windhoek. Apart from that, I believe looking good is feeling good. So I try to have a simple but still jiggy sense of style. I'm still trying to find what's for me, but I think I have an idea. At some point, maybe, just maybe, I might even consider getting into designing my own clothes. But who knows? When I'm not in studio making music, I'm probably with my friends, my team, or family. I prefer to keep a small circle. I'm just really big on protecting my energy like that. Music is one of my mediums of expression, so you'll probably find me putting a lot of time into it. Be it listening to it, which I can't go a day without, by the way. Rehearsals or just actual gigs. It's a pretty big part of my life. I'm an ambivert, hence why I keep a small circle, but perform in front of really large crowds sometimes. I love people with good energy, but I really enjoy quality time to myself. So I guess that's where the balance comes in. I draw inspiration from literally everything, which is probably why I'm always eager to experience new things, be it places or people. So chances are that every day around me will come with new adventures and surprises. All in all, I can't wait to learn more about you. If this happens to be a new experience for you, don't worry, I've never speed dated either. We'll do it together.
Well, like I always say, I really think that he's an interesting fella. But what I'm more interested in seeing is this next date. So let's see what Kicia Maro's date is going to be like with Miss, I remember her last name, Miss Basson. So stay tuned, guys.
Hi there.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So, they always kind of come at me for not asking for the name first. So I'm definitely going to ask for your name first. What's your name?
I'm Kicia Basson.
Kicia.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, my name's not Kicia, yours is. I could literally feel how nervous she was. She was like super nervous. And that made me nervous too. I don't know why. But she was looking at me straight. Like, that was cool. Like deep into my soul, bruh. But it was like cute nervous kind of vibes. My name's Kevin. Yeah. Mm-hmm. My name's Kevin. I'm sure you heard a little bit about me from the previous date.
He said, I heard a lot about him from the previous date. That's a bit much for me because I wasn't physically there in the previous date. This is our date right now. So like he needs to calm that down a bit.
Tell me again why I decided to chew gum on this show. Why? This is probably gonna take attention away from this very good date. But yeah, let us please not roast me for that. Let's focus on the date, I bet. Yeah, so Kicia, it's good to see you. You look very pretty.
Thank you so much.
So can you tell me like what was going through your head when you decided to kind of like DM the guys and, you know, come through?
Well, I was just thinking of an opportunity to do something new because I like trying new things. Right?
All right.
Life is all about that. Even though I had some anxiety about it, I felt like doing it is going to be better for me than not trying.
I mean, at the end of the day, I think it's a good thing to try new things. Yeah. And I'm glad you're, moving out of your shell. If you were in a shell before.
I was actually.
You were?
I was.
I can tell.
I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I just want you to loosen up a bit. You still seem a bit stiff. I'm trying to make you comfortable, you
No,
know.
it's just the whole setup here.
Is it?
But you know, I'm getting used to it.
Alright.
It's getting better.
It will
How
take
was
a
it
minute.
for you?
The last 2 dates, I mean, it was just as nerve-wracking as it probably is for you now, like on the first date, but I mean, I'm kind of like settled into it. I know what to expect.
Okay.
I mean, it's different people all the time, so I'm just kind of like trying to get through every date according to who I'm with and how we're with you. And yeah.
I like how he chooses to treat the new date as a new date rather than as an experience that continuously happens and he's following a format per se. Like he just treats every date like they're an individual person.
So, is there anything you want to know that you already don't know?
I don't know much about you actually.
Right.
So
What do you
what
wanna
do
know?
you do?
What do I do?
Yeah.
I go to school. I mean, I said that on the introduction video already. And I'm a rapper. I make music. I'm stating the obvious, man. Why am I still stating the obvious? Basically.
That I know.
You know that?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Cause
what?
social media.
Oh, you knew me before this?
Not really, but like I've.
Okay, did you hear of me before
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
Wild. Why didn't you slide?
I don't do that.
Why?
I don't believe in like shooting my shot first.
Really? Are you gonna, but you just shot your shot right
Did
now.
I? See how he's so cocky in that last part. That was something.
I mean, you're here. Ladies, don't sleep on your back. Shoot your shot. Shoot your shot. Guys don't have time anymore, bruh. If you're not gonna shoot your shot, you're gonna be there by yourself, lonesome. Love is nice.
That's not how it works now.
Really?
No.
Oh, I thought you're here because you actually, you know.
Yeah, but like.
Is it more about new experiences? Is it
Yeah,
about
it
actually?
is.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Alright, no sweat. Where you from? Where'd you grow
I'm
up?
from originally. It's a long story.
Mhm.
But I was born and raised in Windhoek.
Okay.
Then I moved to Ongwediva,
Mhm.
finished my high school there.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And then I came back to Windhoek, but I've been up and down. Windhoek, Rehoboth, Walvis.
Oh where?
Yeah.
I mean, I spent quite a large amount, like portion of my life in the north.
Really?
Yeah, so I was up and down in Godiva, Shakati every now and then. So that's my place. Those are my people.
So you would say you're a boy from the north?
To an extent.
Okay.
Because I spent like high school in Swakop, so
Oh.
yeah.
Why Swakop?
I think I just moved there because my dad moved there. And then when he left, I decided I'm going to stay because I had like my own thing going there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. I love your smile, by the way.
Thank you.
She smile more. Do you smile like a lot?
Not a lot.
Why?
Mas.
You should smile more.
I'll try.
If it means not having your mask on, then risk it. Are you vaccinated? Question.
Let's talk about that.
You're not.
I've been planning to get vaccinated.
But
It just doesn't come to my timing. Yeah.
me, I'm vaccinated, dog. I don't play like that. So she gotta come correct. It's entry level stuff, guys. Come on.
School is hectic, so
School. Oh yeah, let's talk about that. What are you studying? Should be interesting.
I'm doing a bridge year actually this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what do you wanna
It's
like?
not really fun.
Yeah, bridging courses are never fun.
Yeah.
I did one of those and it sucked. So what do you wanna like get into after that?
What I want to get into is right now, I'm not really sure. There's a few things, but I do want to get into the health sector.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. I mean, I can, like a nurse or what?
No.
I'm the sickest homie in the game. Couldn't say the N-word. I would have said it in normal circumstances. I'm the sickest homie in the game. But I'm about to be sicker when that girl becomes a nurse, my brother. You'd be such
No, not a nurse. I don't want to be like frontline people. I want to be one of the people at the back. Yeah.
I can see as a nurse though. You'd be a very attractive nurse actually.
That's what everyone says
Really?
actually, yeah.
See, I'm not the only one that sees it.
You're not. But nursing, I wouldn't want to deal with patients. That's not for me.
So you want something a little
Like,
less
I want to
frontline.
work in a lab.
Oh, okay. So like medical laboratory kind of stuff, biochemistry type
Yes.
stuff. Yeah.
Those type.
Alright, that's cool. So you're into science like that.
Yes, I am. I'm a science girl.
That's crazy because I've only ever dated like science girls.
Really?
Yeah. Actually, not only ever dated science girls, but most of them were. I don't know. There's always some chemistry there. You want to be my next?
I could be,
You could be.
depending on how you play your cards.
I mean, let's see how we play my cards then.
See.
Alright then.
As you may or may not have seen, there are cards laid out on the table. So each person gets to pick 2 cards. Each card has a question on it. So each person gets to ask the other one 2 questions.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's
I'll let
get
you go
started.
first. Yeah.
When was your longest relationship and why did it end?
Okay. Was for 2 years. That's my longest relationship, 2 years and a couple of months. And I think it ended because I thought the distance played a role in it,
Oh,
but I felt like it was more about, how do I put this? It was more about us not just being on the same page in life anymore. She was doing her own thing. I was doing my thing.
you outgrew each other basically.
Yeah, in a way. I'd say in a way, but like we just couldn't find common ground,
Okay.
and like we couldn't really rejoice in the same things anymore. So I don't think there's any bad blood. Still a lot of love there. Not in that way, but like
Okay.
yeah. But yeah, it's just one of those things that just had to kind of fade out. Yeah.
Okay.
Shall I pick a card?
Go ahead.
Actually, I want to hear about yours.
My longest relationship was 2.5 years actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
That means you can commit.
Yes, I can.
Where did it end?
It ended because I feel like we were going through different things in life,
Ah, I
you
see.
know, and we couldn't see eye to eye.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was dealing with a lot, and
Yeah.
I couldn't be there for him.
I see.
You know,
So you kind of had to be
So-
there for yourself beforehand. and
exactly.
I get that. I
I
think.
don't. There's a thing where I say like I can't disable myself to enable another person,
Yeah.
and I felt like I was doing that,
Okay.
so it had to end.
It's very profound, actually.
Yeah.
Right. Amigo. If you had to go on a spontaneous date, where would you go and why?
Where would I go? I'd want to go to a lodge,
Okay.
like out in nature and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to be around nature,
Nature,
and
basically.
the animals. You know, just try something different.
Alright, that's
Yeah.
interesting. Would you wanna like, so you'd rather do like a lodge in terms of like nature, like out in the wild, or like a lodge where it's like, or let me say like a resort where it's like at the beach, vibes, there's a whole kind of
Not
summer vibe
really
going on.
Into the beach like that.
Also, you're more into like just nature
Yeah.
itself and being at a lodge kind of
Yeah.
vibes. Alright,
But then the
that's cool.
downside of being in nature is I have allergies,
Really?
so I can't be around trees.
Then
with
why are you
it
trying to
low.
be there?
The feeling is just really nice.
So you wanna die to have?
There's always allergies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, no sweat.
What
I
about
mean, if you wanna risk it like that, then it's cool.
I wouldn't risk it.
I would probably do like I just said. I think probably like beach vibes.
Okay, okay,
I'm really about like the waters.
okay.
I like water. Alright.
Let me get the next
Next.
question.
Alright, cool.
What is the first thing you look at when you see someone of the opposite sex?
First thing I look at, I actually answered that back then, like in the last day. But do you wanna hear it again?
Sure.
I look at that ass. First things first. Gotta be right.
Okay.
Yeah, like for the second or 100th time, I'm kidding. I'm not that shallow. Maybe not. We'll talk about it later. But yeah,
Okay.
let me get serious. Just like basically how you're dressed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really like your shirt, by the way.
Thank you so much. I got it as a gift.
Really? From a dude?
No.
Okay, cool. We can get that out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
I like your jeans.
Thank you. They're my favorite, actually.
Yeah, they're my favorite too. If you get what I mean. I mean, you're really presentable. I mean, the little blingy right there also. Like, jewelry is like my thing. I like jewelry, you know. It's just like the drip. I'm nice with it. So when you have it on, it's like it catches my eye real quick. Yeah.
Great.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah.
My bad. If you found 10,000 Namibian dollars now, how would you spend it?
How would I spend it? The first thing I would do, I can't drive.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing I do is get to like a driving school,
Okay,
number
cool.
one.
That's actually very smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just need my license like ASAP.
ASAP.
You
Do you have your
know?
learners though?
I do.
Great.
I
I bet.
Yeah. And then after that, I don't know. I'd invest.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, I'd speak to like my uncles
Mhm.
that are really well off and ask them for advice on what to do with it, because I can't just waste my money like that.
Take notes, girlies. She'll invest. She needs more money out of money.
Exactly.
That is smart. That is such a turn on. I love that.
Okay.
You're smiling again. I made you smile today.
You're making me smile a
I
lot.
love that. I love that for you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
I'll see you later then.
Okay, cool.
Bet.
What is your stance on curfew being moved to 11 p.m.?
I don't know. I think I'm a bit two-sided on that.
How so?
Because I feel like, especially us, like the youngins, we take advantage of that like all the time. It's been there before, and we took it right back after like, what, like 2 weeks of freedom like that.
I just feel like them pushing it further, it's not going to stop people from driving around after curfew.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I think it gets way past that though. I don't really think that's why they have the curfew. It's just like to control, especially like how we move and how we go out. I think that's what they're trying to control, rather than, because sometimes you may find somebody driving after like curfew, but it's actually for valid reasons, you know.
But I feel like people driving around after curfew, the probability of it being for good reason is less than.
You have a point.
Yeah,
you actually do.
And then there was actually a tweet I saw earlier that says, did they extend the curfew for the alcohol? Like, is alcohol in Namibia such a big industry that they're extending curfew for it? Because now the alcohol sales time is until like, what, 10 now?
I'm not sure. I actually didn't listen in.
Yeah, I think it's until 10 now.
Really?
So for me it's tricky because alcohol in Namibia...
I mean, we abuse it, but like,
Yeah.
we can't lie and say it's not like a big market like that. So I think at the end of the day, it's important for like the like economy as a whole. Because I think, I don't really know, I didn't do much research on it, but I feel like it does bring quite a large chunk of what we make. All in all, I think on the other hand, for like us creatives, it's a good thing because we can actually like hold little shows now and make a couple bucks, you know, because like it's been dry, guys. I mean, it's been dry, but we still look good.
You know. Yeah,
You
have
know?
to keep trying.
So yeah, would you come to one of my shows anytime soon?
I would.
I have a show tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, but it's fine. Tomorrow is short notice.
It is.
There'll be other shows,
Please.
but we're gonna talk after this.
We should.
That's another card I just played.
You're playing well. You're playing well.
Look at you. Yes, you've been smiling the whole time.
I mean,
You should do that more.
you're making me smile.
I like that.
Yeah. The date with Kevo was really good, actually. I expected it to be a little nerve-wracking, but he made me really comfortable. The conversation was flowing really good and I had a good time.
Well, there we have it, viewers. If you ask me, this was probably one of the most interesting dates for me. But if you think that you will be a better date than any of the 3 candidates that came in for the first date, the second date, or the third date, then you better slide into our DMs, okay? And make it hot, and you could be in this very room with Kevo. See you guys next week, same time, same place, for our final date.